Todd with the Reason Files. Just going to give a warning, this video may be offensive to some people. Viewer discretion is advised. Okay, now that that is out of the way, let's take a listen to Bruce Mejia's podcast.
We got to talk like the way we typically do, right? Don't be all cordial. Like you look a little tense there, Hike. Okay.
Just take the mic and just.
Waiting for my turn to speak. I know. He's like too professional.
Yeah. Hey, you guys got to loosen up a little bit. We got. This is only gonna work if we do it the way we typically talk after church. All right.
Yeah. Don't be scared, homie.
Minus the F bombs. Don't be scared, homie. Because I'm looking at Hike and Hike's like. So, what I'm saying is like...
So obviously they're going to do the podcast minus the F-bombs. So it is safe to presume that that kind of language is used at Bruce Mejia's 501c3 corporation. Once again, the fruit of Steven Anderson. Okay, moving forward, let's take a listen to Roger Jimenez. Apparently he's ran out of some things to talk about. What could he possibly be teaching now? Let's take a listen.
There's this book that's like as long as the Bible. And she's like halfway through it. She's been reading it for a couple of weeks, and it's a really interesting book. She keeps telling it to me, and I'm like, don't tell me, I want to read it myself, And look, the point is this: read, and especially you business owners. We have a lot of business owners in our church, and look, I can't express to you how you need to be reading. You need to be reading and learning. You need to be reading in your field, in your trade. As a pastor, I try to read a lot of leadership books. I try to read a lot of organizational books. I try to read books that are going to help us be more effective. I'm doing a whole series on a book, that we read in our leadership class. The point is this: you need to read and exercise your mind. You need to be like the wise man that will increase learning. He will increase learning. And here's the thing: something I learned a long time ago. Because I grew up in public school in the Bay Area, and they didn't really instill a lot of, just a love for reading in us. But, when I got into the ministry, I realized if I'm going to stand up and preach 3 times a week, I'm eventually going to run out of things to say.
Okay, Roger, let's take a look at what you're reading here. Stephen Covey. Interesting. Let's take a look at Stephen Covey's credentials here and where he is drawing his knowledge from. Okay, interesting. Mormon Doctrine being introduced at Verity Baptist Church. Good job, Roger. You have cleverly snuck this in on these people. Let's take a listen to what Roger said a few years ago.
Point number 3. So number 1, the Mormons preach another gospel. Number 2, the Mormons baptize for the dead. Number 3, the Mormons believe that mortal humans can become gods. The Mormons believe that mortal humans can become gods. Let me read for you from an article called Becoming Like God. You can find this on lds.org.
Nice going, Roger. Let me recommend some reading material for you from this guy. There you go, Bruce McConkie. After you brainwash the rest of your followers, you'll have them ready to be baptized in a Mormon temple. Reason Files out.